Today this is the last lecture of first chapter wave of paper waves and oscillation. So in this last lecture we derive velocity, frequency and period of transverse wave, period of transverse wave along a string, along a stretched string. So for that, let us consider a wave pulse. This is the wave pulse traveling along a string from left to right. This from left to right with velocity v. Imagine that entire string's pulse is moving from left to right and the entire string is moving from right to left with the same velocity, so that the waveform remains fixed while the particle comprising the string successively round the curve, round this curve as like this. Consider a small portion PQ. This is the small portion PQ of the curve of stretched string at the crest of length dx. The length of this portion is dx. It forms the arc of a circle. It is the arc of this circle and it subtends angle theta. It subtends angle theta at the center O, so that angle POQ is equal to theta. This angle POQ is equal to theta. Now the mass of the portion dx, this is the length dx. If m is the mass per unit length, then mass of the portion dx is equal to m into dx. Since this mass is moving along the circle with speed, along this arc with speed v, so there should be a centripetal force acting on this mass. So this centripetal force is equal to m into dx into v, m dx into v square by r, where r is the radius of the circle, radius of this circle. R is the radius of the circle. Now this force acts along this line AO. Force acts along this line AO. Along this line AO. This line bisects the angle POQ, angle POQ, and is produced by resultant tensions acting tangentially at the ends of the portion in this direction. Resolving this tension along AO and perpendicular to it, we find sum of components of the tension along AO. Along AO, this tension. This is due to this is T, and you see that 2T cos PAO is equal to 2T cos PAO is equal to 2T sin AOP, 2T sin AOP, this angle. So this angle is equal to theta by 2. So we write 2T sin theta by 2. The component perpendicular to AO, this is the one component perpendicular to AO, this is the other component of tension perpendicular to AO. Both are equal and opposite and cancels each other. So and theta is very small, so sin theta should be written as sin theta is equal to sin theta by 2 is equal to only theta by 2. So we write here this equation 2t into theta by 2, and this is equal to t into theta. The resultant force supplies the necessary, this force supplies the necessary centripetal force to the portion PQ to go round the curve, so that we can write this tension is necessary, provides the necessary centripetal force to move the mass element mdx around the curve. So we write this t theta is equal to m dx into v square by r. So but theta is equal to dx upon r from figure. So this is the dx and this is r. So theta is equal to dx upon r. So we put here. So we put this dx upon r is equal to theta. So we get this t theta is equal to m into v square upon r into theta. So theta get cancelled. We get, sorry, not here r is not. So mv square into theta, we take only mv square theta, because dx upon r is equal to theta we write. So we t is equal to m into v square we get. So our v square is equal to t by m, or v is equal to under root t by m. Thus the transverse waves will travel along a string with velocity v is equal to under root t by m. Now let us consider a string is fixed at both the ends. If it is plucked by application of simple harmonic force, two humps start, one in either direction. But this is how we can write. This is the stretched string both the ends. This hump is plugged and this hump is created. This hump is reflected. Thus this hump is reflected back. This application. Two hump starts, one in either. One is going in this direction, one is going in this. But on arrival at the fixed end, it is unable to draw the fixed support to its end, and thus it causes a rebound and the hump is reflected. The same hump is reflected on this side. So pulse starts in reverse direction and goes to the other end, gets reflected, arrive at the original point after traveling twice the length of the string. If during this time the point has executed one complete vibration, the harmonic force communicated to the point will find the incoming wave to be in the phase with it. Okay, hence here the distance travelled in one complete time period by the wave is twice the length of the string. So we write lambda is equal to wavelength of the wave, lambda is equal to 2 into L, where L is the length of the string. This is L in this direction, L in this direction. So this, cancel this. So we know that this relation, well known relation, V is equal to n lambda, where V is the velocity, n is the frequency of the wave. So putting this, the value of this is n is equal to V upon lambda, or this V upon lambda is equal to 2L, so V is upon 2L, or n is equal to 1 upon 2L into under root t by m, where t by m, under root t by m is the value of phi. So this is the frequency of lowest mode of vibration, and the emitted note is called fundamental note. The period of vibration t of the fundamental mode of vibration is given by this is reciprocal of the frequency. So t is equal to 1 upon n is equal to 2L into under root m by t. If d is the diameter of the wire and rho is the density of the material of the wire, then m mass is equal to pi d square rho upon 4. So by putting this value in equation number 1 and 2, 1 in equation number 1, we get this relation. So n is equal to frequency of the wave is equal to 1 upon dl into under root t upon pi by rho. Thank you. This is the last period. We start tomorrow next chapter.